the Labour Market Information Specialist at the Chemical SETA. The usage of the OFO, some mapping considerations, particularly in relation to the diversity ATRs, identifying hard-to-fill vacancies. This is a consistent issue for us every time we have to analyze your submissions. And then I'll just highlight a couple of the top 10 sectoral priority occupations for 2020-2021. So in the first quadrant, we do planning. I always say this, in the Skills Development Act, one of the first requirements, an obligation for SETAs is actually to develop a sector skills plan. So this is within or resides within our unit. We also do subsector skills plans. The difference between the SSP and the subsector skills plans is essentially looking specifically in your particular subsector. This slide looks at the latest Organising Framework for occupations. The OFO version 2019 has been released. It was released last year in December the 11th. We got information from the department to say we have to use OFO 2019. As you know, prior to that we were using OFO 2017 and they update the versions every other 2 years. I think the most important thing about this aspect is to say that this is really driven by stakeholders. So there will be inclusions into the OFO in regards to the specializations and alternative titles and occupations. I'm going to show you one of many ways on how you can do mapping. One should note that if you download the OFO code, it appears with different worksheets. One of the worksheets says major groups, another says sub-major groups, minor groups, all the way down to green skills. The major group has 1 digit. The 1 signifies managers, 2 professionals, all the way down to elementary occupations at 8. Then you've got your sub-major groups, all the way down to occupations at 6 codes. And going back to what I said earlier on, you see that occupations at 6 codes as well as specializations at 6 codes. Let's say that you're looking for a chemical engineer. In most cases, you can do a control find search exercise. So you could open the worksheet under occupations, control find, and type welder, enter. And there's a probability that you'll land on the right welder because it should be just only 1 welder. However, it's not the advisable route unless you're sure of that particular occupation and the particular code. If you're not sure of it, then one of the ways in which you can do correct mapping is, let's assume that you're looking for a chemical engineer. We know that you start with the first sheet, which is major groups, and a chemical engineer is not elementary. So when you do your submissions, you don't want to say having mapped a chemical engineer to a plant machine operator. Chemical engineer is a professional, so you begin with 2. Then you go to sub-major groups, where there's 2 codes, and you try to link that chemical engineer to the listed options that you see. One of the ones that closely resembles a chemical engineer is within the physical, mathematical, and engineering science professionals. So you take that 2-1 and move on to the next sheet, which is minor groups at 3 digits. Again, what is more relatable? It will be engineering professionals excluding electronic technology, 214. Taking 214, you move to unit groups. At a unit group, you look at what is relevant, and there it's listed chemical engineers at a unit group, which is 2145, and then you can take it to the occupation using 2145, 6-digit occupation level 214501. Again, this is in the event that you're unsure of an occupation, you can do that process. In most cases, you know your job titles, you've already done mapping prior to it, so you wouldn't need to go through this lengthy process. But if there's a particular job title that you've never mapped before, then I suggest you do this process, because then you'll be able to land on the specific and correct occupation. These are some of the mapping issues. The third one, which is it's a legacy issue, because I remember from time immemorial, as soon as I started within SETAs, some were still mapping this guy here, this guy in the military. Unless you appoint these individuals in your organization to produce chemicals, it's fine, then we apologize. But if you don't, you cannot map a special forces operator to a chemist. Neither can you map him to a bulk team leader, team assistant, GM operations, foreman, and high-grade specialty team lead. If you can, I apologize for